the things that you've seen. Just when I thought we had proved, that's when they don't tell the truth. From up above, we watch you from afar. What you say and what you do, your every movement, you're not alone. It's all too big for you. You'll never learn it. Your excuses, you're only human. It's all a lie, what you've been told. Want to believe, but you're not really sold. Something is off, just not quite right. Do what we say now, walk into the light. Just when I thought we had proved, that's when they don't tell the truth. Attack. From up above, we watch you from afar. What you say and what you do, your every movement, you're not alone. It's all too big for you. You'll never learn it. Your excuses, you're only human. You'll never learn it. Your excuses, you're only human.
I nearly gave it up, and I nearly lost my mind until you arrived. Until you arrived, I nearly gave it up, and I nearly lost my mind until you arrived. Until you arrived, I nearly gave it up, and I nearly lost my mind until you arrived. Until you arrived, I nearly gave it up, and I nearly lost my mind until you arrived. Until you arrived.
You stepped to me and wouldn't let me go. Kept shaking and baking, but you wouldn't let me say no. Cause I was hurt real bad, couldn't be more sad. I tried to run, and still I couldn't make you mad. Well, that's the action you took, you stood correctly. Every time I got in the mix, you would protect me. I can't handle this, you're like a freaking nature to me. One of a kind, and it happens oh so naturally. It's been so long since I've seen it, maybe I'm just dreaming. I've been down, I've been down, I've been down. It's been so long since I've seen it, maybe I'm just dreaming. I've been down, I've been down, I've been down.
I nearly gave it up, and I nearly lost my mind until you arrived. Until you arrived, I nearly gave it up, and I nearly lost my mind until you arrived. Until you arrived.
This is your universe and I'm glad to be a part of it. Just to remind you, I take you back to the start of it. It's like you're a sniper and you had me in your sights, like a technical knockout on Tuesday night fights. You're the best, girl, I love you to death, until my heart stops beating or I take my last breath. It's critical to let you know how different you are. My life's a sitcom and you're the star. It's been so long since I've seen it, maybe I'm just dreaming. I've been down, I've been down, I've been down. It's been so long since I've seen it, maybe I'm just dreaming. I've been down, I've been down, I've been down.
I nearly gave it up, and I nearly lost my mind until you arrived. Until you arrived, I nearly gave it up, and I nearly
of here, you dang chickens.
In the same hell. Woo-wee. Man. Doggone. Working on the farm is hard. Man, I tell you, I need a change of pace. You know what? I'm gonna get out of here. Come on, y'all. Let's go.
I'm packing up and leaving town. Adios amigos. Now moving down to Texas. Filled up the Ford and drove westbound. When I saw a sign that said, "Welcome to El Paso," yeah. 915, only positive vibes. Something in the air, kinda hard to describe. With the sun shining down on you all day long. Spotify's playing your favorite song. On the 10, headed downtown. Big old smile with the windows rolled down. Never stressed or feeling depressed. No bad mood, cause I'm hashtag blessed, yeah. This place will change you when you're here in El Paso. All of your troubles disappear in El Paso. The skies are blue and crystal clear in El Paso. So just enjoy the atmosphere in El Paso. The grass is green in Tennessee, and Georgia's got the sweetest peaches growing on their trees. Arkansas's a sight to see. In that gumbo that they're cooking on down in New Orleans. But there's only one place that's got my heart. Sun City was the choice right from the start. The warm sunset puts my mind at ease, like a palm tree blowing in the desert breeze. You'll see, I guarantee. Let's take a little cruise, you'll agree with me. So if you're sad or feeling down, El Paso is your kind of town. This place will change you when you're here in El Paso. All of your troubles disappear in El Paso. The skies are blue and crystal clear in El Paso. So just enjoy the atmosphere in El Paso. This place will change you when you're here in El Paso. All of your troubles disappear in El Paso. The skies are blue and crystal clear in El Paso. So just enjoy the atmosphere in El Paso. In El Paso. In El Paso.
Oh, man. Another sunny day. I love this place, man.
In El Paso.
Let's go grab a bite, y'all. Munch down on some Chico's tacos. In El Paso.
So, a creature for my amusement. Prepare for battle.
Well, it's nighttime, don't you know? There's a place you need to go. Grab your gal and grab your bow, cause it's time for the secret show. If you're feeling sad and low, and you're running out of dough, make it quick, don't take it slow, and head for the secret show. It's time for the secret show.
No, bitch, get off me. I paid you $50. What? What? Oh, shit. Oh, hey. Hey. What? I'm so used to mornings. I know, right? Wake the fuck up. What's wrong with you, bitch? Why you sleepsin'? Oh, man. I had to take a couple naps today, y'all. It's been a while since done Secret Show. What's up? We got Miguel 5000, the quantum computer. You know, he's not an actual, like, you know, metal computer. I mean, he just has an awesome brain. Yeah, $50, $50 and a Sammy. Give me that sandwich, bitch. Oh, cripes. Yes, Rick's here, Miguel's here, Anonymous. I am here, and now you can begin. That's what Anonymous said. Okay, thank you for showing up. I didn't know when this show was going to start, to be honest with you. We got Chuck's Intergalactic UFO Show. Folks, if you didn't check it out already, Chuck's show has begun. It was on last night. You can catch it on YouTube and on Rumble. Be sure to like and share and subscribe to his channel. And as a matter of fact, you know, you could do that here too. You could like, share, and subscribe if I get this motherfucker to work. I mean, is this not gonna work? You're not gonna work for me? There you are, you son of a bitch. That chicken's back. Yeah, so if you mind doing what the chicken says, you know, we can have an easier time here and nobody gets hurt. Who else we got here? We've got Props here. Good to see you, Prop. Willie checking in at work. He said he's listening. Good to see you. D's here and Max. Good to see yous. Who else we got in the mix? Let's see. We got Steve Wolfred. And I think that's it. If I missed you, of course, I'll aim better next time. Damn, it is like the morning. This is like the same people. Do you guys ever sleep? You guys are up late, up early. Y'all complain about how early the show is, but you show up, and that's, you know, you're just sweethearts for doing that. I appreciate all of yous, you good people. Yeah, I got new stuff here, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You know. I rebuilt a lot of this stuff. As you could tell, I have like new opening, new countdown. Yeah, Evil Never Sleeps. That's right. And all that good stuff. So I kind of like doing that kind of stuff. Creating. And yeah, so Secret Show is back here. And we're just hanging out. You know, we're going to take it easy tonight. We're not going to go super crazy. All right, you know, we're going to put our chill pants on for tonight. And as the weeks progress, we'll get back into the normal stupid shit. Speaking of normal stupid shit, man, that's Chicken City. Chicken City has gone dark. That's right, folks. Chicken City on the interwebs. Their chat's still going. I think they got the usual stoners in there talking about time travel. John Teeter, you know, the Anunnaki, you know, the usual suspects. Yes, that's right, Miguel, not an actual robot. But you play one on TV. At least that's what I've heard. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, so how's everybody doing this evening? It's a nice little Saturday night. Normally I'm sleepy time around this time, you know, because I've gotten used to doing that the morning show bit. I'm usually up around 5 a.m., you know, grab a shower, grab some breakfast, and you know, check out the latest news, make sure we're up to date for the show. If you don't know, if you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I do a morning show Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Mountain, and 10, 9, 8, 7 a.m. Pacific time, specifically on the West Coast. Yeah, so and we do news, and usually I try to keep it pretty straight on there, but, and I don't try to get too silly. We have a little fun on there, just, sometimes, but it's mostly just sad, sad news. Every day is fucking sad news from around the world. That's why we have shows like this one, so we can, gather around and, just have some fun, take a break from the shitstorm that is called life, and just have some fun. I figure we got a few little things to some funsies for you this evening, but let's have a rap session, as the kids like to say. Yeah, I know, right? Early Bulla. Definitely, Miguel. First off, I just want to say I appreciate everybody that's been coming on and watching the morning extra. Been doing it since July now, since August, September, almost about 3 months. Yeah, July, August, September. Yeah, going into our 4th month. I can still do math sometimes. I see a lot of shows that, a lot of pundits and stuff in this space. I'm not going after anybody's content or anything like that. People do their shows, that's fine. Everybody's got their own thing that they're doing, and I got no problem with that. But I try to do a little different stuff. Try to do some news and throw a little humor in there where you can. But sometimes the humor, is not very appropriate for a lot of the stories that we cover. But here on The Secret Show, this is Butt Plug City. I think we need a fake commercial for Butt Plug City. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I hope so. I can probably make those dreams come true. And, but it's why I do what I do.
And that's why I'm crazy as fuck.
That's right. The sound bites are back too. We got all kinds of stuff. And you know what this is, October. Oops, I misspoke. I mean,
Fuck you, everybody. Good night.
goddamn fucking right, it's Rocktober. The greatest month of all time. If every month was Rocktober, this world would be a better place. Yeah. So, I've been busy putting back all the bells and whistles too. I noticed Rick mentioned fish tacos in the chat earlier.
Giggity, 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 goo.
Yeah, you know what it's about. Who doesn't like eating fish tacos? Probably gay men. That's it. Everybody else loves fish tacos. Oh, I deserve this. Yes. Okay. You got a new soundboard. You got some new toys here for the show. So, some old favorites on here too. This is the holidays, right? So, Halloween is on a Thursday this year. I like to tell people, and they always ask, when's Halloween? I always say, oh, yeah, I think it's going to be on the 31st this year. And then they're like, yeah, they're like, yeah, okay, smart ass. But it's on a Thursday this year. So, we're thinking about doing a Halloween show, but maybe something a little different this year. Hey, Kiwi Corner. Good to see you over there on the Rumblies, the Rumbly Tumblies. More October surprises coming? I am not sure. I thought this strike thing was going to be a big deal, right? The East Coast port strike. ILA. I thought they were, 3 days, and they were like, all right. They paid them off. They're easily bought off, so. Dress Slutty Day. That's every day, Rick. Come on. I'm a hoe out here. I'm working this corner, trying to make that money. well, okay, maybe not. I'm out here trying to make that hard-earned cash.
Do you have hair in your special place?
Yeah, I do. I ain't shaving that for nothing either. Yeah. Some people say, "Oh yeah, you should definitely, trim the hedges down there." And I'm like, "No, sir. I want it to be like, some Indiana Jones shit. I want to see like, Harrison Ford getting chased by Nazis and Jeeps down there.
Get your hand off my penis!
So I don't want to. I'm not. You gotta make that $50 in a sandwich. That's right, Rick. You know what's up. Rick be out of here on these streets too. Rick be posting pictures on the IG looking fine. What's up, boy? I'm always posting goofy shit. I like to go around Chicago and find goofy store names and stuff like that. I should have done that. Maybe I could do this. Nah, we're too far gone. We'll do it next time. We'll have the. Hopefully, I'll have some more to add, but we'll have goofy pictures from Chicago. Some of the places. One of the places we found was the Sugar Hole. It's called the Sugar Hole. I believe it's some sort of performance studio, or it's an ice cream store, or possibly both. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't really figured that out yet, but Chicago's a fun place. So if you're in the neighborhood, don't call me. But I'll meet you somewhere. I don't want you to know where I live. we keep it secret around here. And plus I'm just one of these people that I have my fetishes.
You do it because you've got a nipple fetish, motherfucker.
I do have a nipple fetish. Have you seen the nips? I do nips for what's his face, Nays Garden. He's blocked me on all the socials, and probably good reason. Because I just said he had very nice nipples one day, and he kind of freaked out about it, And I said it in a very heterosexual way too, as a man who has nipples himself. I strive to have better nipples, but but when you see like the Adonis of nipples, you got to give him a shout out. And he took it the wrong way. He thought I was in love with him, and the rest of him I could do without. I mean, seriously, Nays, he's a little off his nut. You know what I mean?
This is dick crazy.
Yeah, he's a little dick crazy, but but his nipples, top shelf. So anyway, there's going to be a lot of rambling tonight, so I hope you're prepared for that. I don't know how long this show is going to go on either. We'll see. Dick! What's the new one now? It's the I can't remember. Something like the Hawk Tua. Is that it? The Hawk Tua. I think that happened while we've been off. The Hawk Tua. But I don't even know what that is. It's apparently somebody says I'm on a Hawk Tua, and it was a big thing, and now it's probably run its course, and it's fine. I have no problem with it running its course like that. So anyway, we have some other stuff here. You remember all those cartoons I used to play for you from Solid JJ? And mostly it was about like the Super Friends, or it was like about the Marvel people. Well, we got another one here, and this one's fantastic. I really love these guys. So let's stop beating around the bush, giggity, and get to this wonderful, tasty thing.
All right, guys, time for some progress reports. What have you been up to this week?
Well, I stopped some cat burglars the other day.
All right.
Oh, smash!
Trying new things, I see. How about you, Thor?
I threw my hammer through a building.
You threw a hammer through a building?
It went clean through.
Well, did you get him?
Get who?
Whoever you were targeting in the building. Was it a crook, a supervillain?
Yes.
Thor, how many times do I need to say this? I can't keep paying for all these things that you're blowing up with your hammer. Why do you keep throwing it around?
It's a hammer that blows up buildings. If you had one, you wouldn't be doing the same thing. Makes a pretty good point, Star. Thank you, Captain. So why don't we? I'm sorry?
I mean, like you said, your hammer's pretty strong. I mean, why don't we all just
Get one. Is now fucking with me?
No, he's got a good point. I mean, why don't we all just get hammers?
You cannot. The weapon is one of a kind. Mjolnir was bestowed with the power of Thor by the All-Father. Yeah, all right. Well, let's ask him to do it again. You really can't ask for that kind of gift again. It's kind of a one-time thing. Hey, can my hammer shoot bullets instead of lightning? You're not listening to me.
Poke one hammer that smash.
How can I do that?
All right.
Aren't any of you listening to Thor? This one hammer is very special. It's unique.
Is it that, or you just not want to feel less special?
Hey, neighbor, if this is the conversation thou wishes to have, why not all of us have Captain America shields, eh? That's not the same thing. My shield is made out of vibranium. It's impossible to find.
Well, maybe in your age, Cap, but nowadays vibranium's not that hard to come by. Hell, I think I have a suit made out of the stuff.
Well, there's a novel concept, Stark. Why don't we all get Iron Man armor?
Well, my suits aren't just sitting around. They all have unique purposes that I might need at a moment's notice.
Well, like the one with roller skates?
Those blades have saved lives.
Well, then what are the powers of the Hulk?
Oh, power comes from surviving bomb.
And childhood trauma.
Yeah, I think they got that
bridge on you. I have to throw my hat in the ring, but aren't any of you interested in acquiring the powers of the Ant-Man? Look what I can do.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's great.
we see it up and down. But not only can I shrink, is he going to grow back?
Tracker says he's still going.
Listen, everyone, there are a bunch of qualities about all of us that make us unique and different, but we might need to sacrifice some of our individuality for some team efficiency. My dad was a breed man.
Stop.
Even if that means handing out shields or suits of armor or even magic hammers. You understand this hammer has religious importance, correct? You understand that? I can't just make more.
Okay, but you can, because you did.
I don't
Stormbreaker, the axe, it's the same, but actually I think that was even stronger, right? So, I mean, you can do it.
But that must be worthy.
That must be worthy.
Years. I mean, the cleaning lady picks it up to vacuum. The frog can pick it up. If Kermit the Frog can have one, I can have one.
But I'm Thor.
Maybe we did get kind of wrapped up in all this. I mean, it's an exciting concept that we all can get new powers and things, but maybe some things were just meant to be unique to ourselves.
I'm afraid you might be right.
I mean, if everyone had a Captain America shield, would you even really be Captain America?
Yes. Yes, I
No,
would.
I'm just talking hypothetically.
Actually, now that I think about it, you're the only one that really kind of suffers from that, because if everyone had an iron suit of armor, then you would be Iron Man. You'd just be one of many Iron Men.
Hear this, because we're not doing it, all right? It's just not, it's a marketing nightmare. I mean, just think about the kids for a second, guys. I mean, if they want to dress up as their favorite hero now, they can't just get one thing. They have to get the armor, the hammer, the shield. We're 100% doing this. This is genius.
Yes, celebrates the consumerism.
Wait, so Batman, you're saying you should be the leader of the Justice League? That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, hold on, because there'd be a lot to,
Well, isn't this quite queer?
Can he say that?
Hello, everybody. I am the Ant-Man. I have the power to shrink. It seems like your universe is actually a microscopic... Wait a minute. Are you going to beat his wife? It was one fucking time!
Solid JJ. It is solid. That's some good shit right there. I missed that. I kind of haven't been watching too many lately. I felt like I was cheating on the show when I watch him outside of the show. It's like, this is not the same. I have to share this with my my fucked up friends. So that's just what I did. Oh man, solid JJ. Be sure if you're not subscribed to them on the YouTubes, there's all kinds of cartoony goodness on there. So please do. Yeah. So how's everybody doing tonight? Rick said the Hawk Tua girl, she's got the #3 podcast in the country right now. Really? She got a podcast out of Hawk Tua. My God. I wish this was alcohol. Oh, I'm pretending it is. I'm pretending I'm getting drunk. That's how sad it is, but that's fine. Oh man, so I know a lot of you aren't into the sports ball, but I wanted to share this to you with you this evening. So I went to college at Mississippi State University in Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Bulldogs, and they're a Southeastern Conference football team, right? And another Southeastern Conference football team is Alabama. And they lost today to Vanderbilt. And it was the first time Vanderbilt had beaten them since 1984. 40 years. And they finally got beat. So it made my heart proud. But then at the same time, I had a little bit of heartburn from the spaghetti and meatballs I made today, too. Woo! It's good going down. Donald Trump is #1. What is that? Kiwi Corner says Donald Trump is #1, Israel first. Yeah, that's right. They're both Israel first, man. All those people. There's so many psychos in Congress and, the House, the Senate, the president, and all these people that want to be president. Holy fucking shit. I mean, I guess Jill Stein's the only one that's not pro-Israel. But everybody else, man, like that. I guess there was that VP debate the other night with those two assholes, J.D. Vance and what's his name, the guy from Minnesota, Pillsbury. What's his name? I can't remember. But oh, you saw that, right? Yeah, they tore the goal post down. Yeah, it was so funny. I hate Alabama. Alabama is just, yeah. Hail State. Fuck yeah. That's right, man. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, so that VP debate the other night, I didn't watch it, but I read the highlights because I knew exactly what was going to happen. They were both like, J.D. Vance was like, ooh, Israel. Don't forget, put your eye teeth in the hole. And then the other guy was just like, well, I'm more Israel. I want more genocide. Yeah, so, anybody who's, I know all of us have friends that, are in one camp or the other. And if you say that you hate their candidate, they'll accuse you of being in love with the other one. And you just want to vomit on them. You just want to, you just want to go, just shut the fuck up, dude. But that's the thing, we got to get out of these, we got to get our peoples out of these cults, man. I know you guys are cool. You guys broke out of the bubble. And, yeah, so, if you can, try to persuade your peoples to do the same. It's going to be hard. They're not going to want to do it. They're going to say, but so-and-so did this, and so-and-so will do that, and so-and-so. And you just got to say, they're all fuckers. They're all fuckers. And hopefully the message will sing. I've been saying it for years on the various social media platforms. And I think I'm starting to get a little traction now. I'm not saying it's anything I did, but consistency does have its merits. And also the fact that when you're openly bragging about murdering children on TikTok, that kind of tends to turn a little people off to your side of what's going on, But anyway, that's some of the things that's going on in the world. I found this today. I thought this was pretty good. This is just like little bullet points, nothing crazy. And it seems to be mostly about women, I think, or about sexual behavior. See, I missed the sexy time talk on this show. It's always time for sexy time. So let me get this set up here real quick. This is what the fuck is this? This is psychology facts about human behavior that will blow your mind. I don't know if it'll blow your mind, but it is interesting. So let's watch.
Interesting psychological facts about human behavior that will blow your mind. Romance at work is more likely to lead to marriage than meeting at bars or through friends.
Yeah, that's true. You tend to meet people at work, and because you work with them all the time, and you spend hours, literally hours a day with them, you tend to get to know them, and sometimes you start shitting where you eat, which is not good. But in this day and age, what are you going to do? You're going to get the apps. You're going to get the dating apps, those things.
Women are more influenced by a man's sense of humor than his looks.
That's true. That's the only reason I got laid.
After orgasm, prolactin is released, making you feel relaxed and sleepy.
Tough actin' prolactin. That's what it... Wait, what? Are Arkansas beat Tennessee right now. Sue-wee!
Shaving or waxing down there is linked to increased stress.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I kept saying. You know what I mean?
Get your hand off my penis!
You know, why mow the lawn when you don't need to, right?
French folks top the charts with 137 times per year, way above the global average of 103.
I think that's fucking. I'm pretty sure that's fucking. It's either fucking or masturbating. I can't remember.
In France, oral sex is seen as a natural part of arousal and foreplay.
That's right. You got to get down there.
Foreplay is like stretching before a workout. It's essential.
It is.
Pelvic prolapse is when a woman's vagina falls out and hangs between her legs.
Pelvic prolapse. Now, I've never heard of this one, but I ain't gonna lie. I've seen a few vaginas that look like a pretty sloppy roast beef sandwich. What's up, Seth Michael Bender, man? It was a 3-for at the beginning of the show there, buddy. We played some Desolate Visions. We played some Fat Patsy and some SMP. So yeah, you started off the show, my friend. And as for this pelvic prolapse, I'm not making fun of people that happens to. I mean, if your pussy's falling out, it's, you know, I'm pretty sure that's not a good thing.
Ouch.
Ouch indeed.
The pull-out method isn't great at preventing pregnancy.
Not everybody's got a good pull-out
A
game.
trained sex therapist can help with sexual problems.
Or porn. Porn helps too.
Your voice is the most effective sex toy.
Why, yes it is. And especially if you got a good bass to it, you know, you can, if you got a good bass, you know, that it makes for a good vibrator when you don't have any batteries or if the power's out.
1 in 6 women have never had an orgasm. That's about 15%. Thinking sex must lead to orgasm is a damaging thought.
That's terrible.
No couple is perfectly matched, and libidos change over time.
That's true, right? I mean, you know, the long-standing belief is that, like, when you're young, your libido is high, and then as you get older, it starts decreasing. But that's not always the case. I mean, I know some 40-year-old women that are down for the clown. You know what I mean? They're like, get down there and munch, munchity, munch. You know?
This is dick crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They are fucking dick crazy.
Nearly 1 in 10 dreams contain some R-rated sexual content.
Sometimes.
Women get erections too, just smaller ones.
That's right. Because the clitoris, the little man on the boat, as he used to be called, it's just an unformed penis. That's all it is. It's just an unformed penis. So guys, when you're munching down there, when you're you're treating that clitoris like it's a straw in a Sonic milkshake, you're sucking a dick. It's just a tiny one though. See, you get knowledge on this show.
3% of people have no sexual fantasies at all.
3% of people are dead.
Migraine sufferers report higher levels of sexual desire.
Yeah, because they want that blood out of their head.
Keep your socks on during sex for a better chance of orgasm, says research.
Research does a lot of fucking in their socks.
A big penis won't stretch out or ruin a vagina.
Well, stretch it out, but it's just temporary. You know,
Americans
like
in relationships had 16 fewer sex sessions per year from 2010 to 2014.
Yeah, that was the Obama years. That made everybody soft.
People in their 20s have sex more than 80 times a year.
Probably 80 times a week.
Penis girth is more important than length for pleasure.
That's right. It's not the size of the wand, it's the magic it performs. And if it's a thick wand, you're a Voldemort. I got nothing.
Fast, hard thrusting can actually cause pain and injury for most women.
Yeah, so you know, you ain't got to be sitting there like, you know, like you're breaking up concrete on wearing a hard hat like you're a construction worker with a jackhammer. You know, just take it easy, right? And, you know, and if she wants it harder, she'll let you know. She'll say, "Faster, steed, faster, faster, you son of a bitch."
During orgasm, your brain is less attentive thanks to a lack of fear and anxiety triggers. Women are more likely to cheat when they're ovulating.
This is dick crazy!
Stimulation, not penetration, is the key to pleasure for most women.
You know, it's like a car on a cold day. You know, you got to warm the car up first. You can't just get in and drive. You got to, you got to, you got to let it idle a little bit. You know, let it warm up.
The clitoris can be 2.5 times larger after menopause, leading to stronger orgasms.
Mm-hmm.
Only 15% of men have a penis longer than 7 inches.
15%.
Orgasms during sex release 400 times more prolactin, making you feel sleepy.
Tough acting prolactin. It's a thing, right? So morning sex, you're just like, I'm not going to work today. Uh-oh.
Orgasms can lower the risk of heart disease, stroke, breast cancer, and depression.
So keep jerking it.
80% of women will experience chronic, painful sex.
Yikes.
55% of Danish women aren't having as much sex as they'd like.
Well, then we need to get some peoples over to Danish land and get these women satisfied. What? I'm just saying.
1 in 5 people use their smartphones during sex.
Some of them use it as sex.
Sex is a learned skill, not something that comes naturally. The clitoris has a similar anatomy to a penis.
Told you.
The vagina can expand by 200% when aroused.
That's where the phrase throwing a hot dog down a hallway comes from, I think.
Sex is a great addition to your regular workout routine.
Couldn't hurt.
Women's sexual fantasies vary greatly. Having sex might get you your next promotion.
I want to know what that job is.
Eggs actively choose which sperm they allow in.
Yeah, so like if you're trying to get pregnant and the woman's eggs says, no dice, precious, then no babies for you. Sorry.
Men suffer from low libido as much as women do.
Not all men.
Contrary to stereotypes, many older adults continue to engage in masturbation well into their later years. Studies suggest that sexual activity, including solo pleasure, can be a healthy and normal part of aging for those who are physically and mentally able.
If it still works, do it.
The best time to have sex is right before bed.
Or right before you get on a bus. I've learned that the hard way.
Long periods without sex can lead to a loss of sexual sensation.
And more video games, though.
75% of women don't orgasm from penetrative sex alone.
Unless there's batteries involved.
Less than 1/3 of people have acted out their most prominent sexual fantasy.
Again, the bus station.
Vibrators were originally developed as medical devices.
Yeah, vibrators were actually for your muscles, to help relax your muscles. And they found out that downstairs, that muscle loves it the most.
Just because you've had intercourse doesn't mean you've had sex.
Just the tip.
Just because your partner looks clean doesn't mean they're free of STDs.
They might have cooties.
Older people often have better sex lives than younger ones.
Yeah.
You can have an STD and not know it.
But, if you want one.
The most popular sexual fantasy in America is group sex, followed by BDSM.
I like to watch old reruns of T.J. Hooker for me.
Only 10% of the body is made up of erogenous zones.
Only 10.
Many men suffer from delayed ejaculation.
Look, we're just, sometimes we're late. Don't sweat it.
Sexting can improve your relationship.
And your typing
A sense
skills.
of humor is the sexiest attribute.
Yes, sure.
A regular sex life can improve your mood and heart health, boost immunity, and lower your risk of cancer. Lack of erection doesn't mean he's not turned on. An erection doesn't mean it's time for penetration.
Sometimes you just gotta take a pee if you got the man boner. And if you don't, you probably drank a little too much alcohol, and it's like, it's sleepy time, and your little guy knows it.
Ask your partner what they want, just as you would with women.
Communication is key. If you know sign language, that probably helps too.
If you found this video informative, please take a moment to share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you have made it this far, comment below with the word 100%.
No, we're not doing that. But I will tell you that this is Sincere Perspectives. And they have all kinds of little fun educational videos like that, if you're into that sort of thing. So, yeah, sexy time. Sexy time here on the Whiskey Dick. That is right. What is that, Max? This is some W? Were you so shocked you couldn't finish the sentence? Look, man, some people don't know about sex very much, right? And, I asked my dad a long time ago, I said, where do babies come from? And true story, he told me, learn it on the streets like I did. So I did. And then a good friend of mine, Charlie, when you're like in junior high, there's always, you're not too sure, Max. It's okay. This is a safe place. Our friend Charlie, there's like in junior high, you always have that one kid who's like almost an adult. He might as well be. He gets to do like all kinds of shit that you don't get to do. So anyway, when his parents would go away on a trip somewhere, they'd leave him at home. Right? It was the 80s. Latchkey kids. That's that kind of thing. And so Charlie knew he was going to be alone. He would invite some of the boys over. He said, yeah, I got some tapes. So he popped in those VHS tapes. And that was the first time I ever saw porn. And I was watching that. I was like, oh, so this goes in there. What's that? Why does that look? Yeah, I wasn't very learned. I did learn a lot from porn though. There are. I don't like the exploitative side of it, but I do like the educational side. Rick says, Pop says, you'll figure it out. Yeah, he said, you hope so. If you want grandkids, maybe you might want to give me a hint, Dad. Kiwi Quarter says, one thing for sure, Donald Trump is all going in hard for Israel. Ew. I don't want to think about his linguine. Probably has to take those fucking boner pills. Gross. Anyway, that's it. Look, if I can't get it out, I'm not taking no pill to do that shit. Fuck that. That's bullshit. I'm not saying that, other men shouldn't. It's just for me personally, I'm not a pill guy. I like natural remedies. So if there's a remedy, like a natural remedy, like some sort of like taro root or something like that, or I don't know, onion sauce. I don't know what the fuck it is, but just let me know, because I'd kind of like to, just in case, But right now, smooth sailing, everything's good. I got switching gears heavily here. I have a video here. You know how people think these days that you can just become a millionaire, you know, just like that, right? You hear all these people who are just so in love with capitalism that they think that anybody can become a billionaire, millionaire, that sort of thing. Well, there is who is this? The Feed Ski. I don't know who this is, but anyway, he's got this video here of this gentleman. He is a millionaire, I believe, and he gave up his money for like a month or something. I believe so, and to see if he could make his $1 million back. This is some fun stuff.
A millionaire became homeless to prove that he could become a millionaire again without anything. In 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, Mike Black wanted to show that you can go from nothing to something with a bit of hard work to inspire people. He started with a cell phone, one pair of clothes, no place to live, drained his bank account to $0, cut himself off from his network, and had 12 months to make this happen. First, he used a couch surfing app and was able to get a spot in a nice gentleman's RV for free. He got free stuff from Craigslist and sold them on Marketplace, which made him a few $100. He eventually got a job as a telemarketer, paying about $35,000 a year, but still had a long way to go. Eventually, he got enough to lease a property and then sublet the rooms. But throughout this whole experience, he never once slept on the streets. And even with that, he had to end the project 2 months early because his mental and physical health was crumbling. He ended up being $935,000 short of his $1 million goal and admitted it was the worst time of his life. A millionaire.
Yeah. So he said, yeah, I could do that. And then it was like, no, I can't do that. Yeah, couldn't figure it out. You know, and that's, yeah, exactly. Dummy. Are there lazy people in the world? Yes, there are lazy people in the world. But are there people who are just fed up with working shit jobs for shit pay, for shit, you know, working for shit people who don't give a fuck about you? Their company doesn't give a fuck about you. The money that the profits that they make all go to the top, to the CEO, and into stock buybacks to, you know, artificially inflate the price of stocks. That's just the reality of what we're living in right now. So when your conservative friends or your libertarian friends who are like, yeah, you know, you just gotta work hard and you'll be financially successful. No, you won't. I mean, if you already have money, yeah. I mean, that's capitalism. What capitalism is, it takes money to make money. That's exactly what that means. It takes money to make money. Commerce is an exchange of goods and services for some sort of monetary value or something of equal value. It's an exchange. But capitalism is you have to start off with some cash to do it. So these people are like, well, you just save your money and don't spend your money on dumb shit. What, you mean like food? You're talking about like rent or lease or a mortgage? Those dumb things? Water? Those dumb things? Say people, they hear this propaganda, and you know, and they just, you know, that's their friends. Their friends talk about it the same way. And it's like I said, you know, every situation is different. Maybe there's somebody with the $1 million idea, right? But you know, what happens? They have this brilliant idea for something, and then they either end up getting bought out and becoming a millionaire that way, or they get kind of pushed out, where, you know, these big companies can sue them for some ridiculous stuff and keep you in court forever, and you can't afford the court costs, that sort of thing. I mean, it's definitely not easy, but I don't even think it's possible these days anymore, unless you already got some cash, right? You know, ain't nobody inventing YouTube anymore. I mean, there's some stuff that's being invented, but, you know, just stop trying to be a millionaire. Just try to do something to better yourself and the things around you and the people around you. You know, when you do that, that's kind of enriching yourself as well. So, that deserves one of these. That's right. More you fucking know. So AI is basically going to kill everybody's jobs. Me and my buddy Ed were talking about this earlier about like voiceover work, right? And you know, some of us poor people can't afford to hire voice actors, so we're using these AI voice generators. So Chuck the Alien does it on his show. I do it on my show. The new theme song that you heard, that was all AI. So it's happening, and it's going to take over our movies too, TV shows. And you might be thinking, hasn't that already happened? Because TV shows are so bad these days? Quite possibly. But now they're getting into Gilligan's Island. I don't know if you remember that show. If you're old, you remember. If not, well, fuck off then. You might learn something. But this is an AI version of Gilligan's Island as a 70s grindhouse horror. Let's watch.
A routine 3-hour tour became a nightmare. They thought they were stranded by chance. 7 castaways brought together by fate. But something ancient dwells beneath the sands of the island. Gilligan.
Gilligan looks like a crackhead.
By whispers in the wind. The skipper, tormented by visions of his own demise. Thurston Howell, the millionaire, unable to buy
he looks like
his
Sean
way out of
Connery.
Madness. His wife, Lovey.
Damn, Lovey!
Speaking in tongues. No
I'm gonna be
human should
masturbating
know.
to her tonight.
Ginger, the glamorous movie star,
Ho.
caught in a web of nightmares that no script could have prepared her for.
Giggity, giggity, giggity,
Marianne, her sweet nature shattered by the island's dark hunger. And the professor, no science can explain the unspeakable horrors he uncovers. On this island, the curse of the Tiki god brings them closer to the abyss. Shadows that move in the trees, stalking them. There is no escape, no rescue. The island calls to them. It hungers for their flesh.
Damn, I hunger for
Gilligan's
Marianne's
Island.
flesh.
Some will escape. Others will be consumed.
I like to consume Ginger and Marianne and Mrs. Howell. Holy shit. They made her fine as a motherfucker. What's going on over here? Willie, you wanna make... Willie says he wants to make some Tulsi and AOC lesbian porn. You dirty old man, you... How dare you, sir? You're supposed to be better than all of us, Willie. You're supposed to have high standards. Now, Willie's a big old... He's big old crack hound. I don't blame him. God love him. It's all right, you know. Dirty old men are where it's at. As long as you don't take it too far. I like to say some dirty things to women, but I make sure I know them first, right? And if they're cool, if they're really cool and they got a good sense of humor, kind of read the room. You can't just go up to the lady at the bank teller and say, hey, does your vagina swell up by 200%? When aroused? She's not gonna like that. She's gonna tell you get the fuck out, and also tell you that, sir, this is a Wendy's, and you thought you were at the bank. Willie drinking moonshine on the job. He's down there in North Carolina. He's got some of that brown mountain shine. Watching them lights in the hills. Oh, man. Well, you know, this has been a fun adventure so far. I appreciate everybody hanging out there. I hope you're having a good Saturday evening. I hope everything went well. All your shows you were watching were good. But I got one question for you. How do you know if you're stupid or not? This video I'm about to show you doesn't really say that. It says it in a more, in a nicer way. But, you know, there's a lot of stupid people in this world. No doubt. And I'm not trying to be like some sort of intellectual elitist or not. You know, I'm not exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer sometimes. But some of these people, I'm like, you know, where's your handler? Who ties your shoes for you? So I got this thing. This is from the Hearty Soul. And this is 12 signs of an unintelligent person. Isn't this in and out? Giggity, giggity, goo, giggity, goo, giggity, goo, giggity, goo, giggity, goo, giggity, goo. Wait a minute, what? What? Anyway, here's the Hearty Soul.
The Hearty Soul presents 12 signs of an unintelligent person. According to science, intelligence is a multifaceted concept encompassing cognitive abilities, problem-solving skills, adaptability, and emotional intelligence. While there is no single definitive measure of being unintelligent, research has identified certain characteristics and behaviors that may be associated with lower cognitive abilities. It's important to note that these are not absolute indicators, and individual differences can vary greatly. Number 1, closed-mindedness. One sign of lower intelligence is a rigid adherence to one's existing beliefs and opinions. Intelligent individuals are open to new ideas, willing to consider alternative perspectives, and capable of adjusting their views based on evidence. In contrast, those with lower cognitive abilities may be resistant to change, dismissive of opposing viewpoints, and unable to engage in constructive dialogue, as detailed on Medium. Number 2, poor listening skills. Effective communication involves both expressing oneself and actively listening to others. Individuals with lower intelligence may struggle with attentive listening, often interrupting, jumping to conclusions, or focusing solely on their own thoughts. This hinders their ability to learn from others, build meaningful relationships, and engage in productive conversation. Number 3, difficulty understanding abstract concepts. Abstract thinking involves the ability to grasp complex ideas, consider hypothetical scenarios, and engage in theoretical reasoning. This is often associated with higher intelligence, while individuals with lower cognitive abilities may struggle to comprehend abstract concepts, preferring concrete and tangible information. Number 4, lack of curiosity. A thirst for knowledge and a natural inclination to explore new ideas are hallmarks of intelligence. Individuals with higher cognitive abilities are often curious, eager to learn, and actively seek out information. In contrast, those with lower intelligence may be complacent, content with their existing knowledge, and disinterested in expanding their intellectual horizons. Number 5, poor problem-solving skills. The ability to identify, analyze, and resolve problems effectively is a key
Number 1, stupidity is a sign of unintelligence.
Aspect of intelligence. Individuals with higher cognitive abilities are often resourceful, adaptable, and able to think critically to find solutions. Those with lower intelligence may struggle with problem solving, resorting to impulsive decisions and emotional reactions, or avoiding challenges altogether. Number 6, difficulty adapting to change. Life is constantly evolving, and the ability to adapt to change is essential for success. Intelligent individuals are typically flexible, open to new experiences, and capable of adjusting their strategies when circumstances change. Those with lower cognitive abilities may be resistant to change, clinging to familiar routines and struggling to cope with unexpected events. Number 7, impulsivity. Impulsive behavior characterized by acting without thinking can be a sign of lower intelligence. Intelligent individuals are often thoughtful and deliberate and consider the potential consequences of their actions before making decisions. Those with lower cognitive abilities may be prone to rash decisions, emotional outbursts, and impulsive behaviors that can lead to negative outcomes. Number 8. Overconfidence. While confidence can be a positive trait, excessive self-assurance can be a sign of lower intelligence. The Dunning-Kruger effect suggests that individuals with limited knowledge or competence may overestimate their abilities, while those with higher intelligence are often more aware of their limitations and open to learning from others. Number 9. Poor emotional regulation. Emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions and the emotions of others, is an important aspect of overall intelligence. Individuals with lower cognitive abilities may struggle with emotional regulation, experiencing mood swings, difficulty empathizing with others, and difficulty coping with stress. Number 10. Lack of self-awareness. Self-awareness involves understanding one's own strengths, weaknesses, values, and motivations. This is essential for personal growth, self-improvement, and building healthy relationships. Individuals with lower intelligence may lack self-awareness, struggling to identify their own emotions, biases, and limitations. Number 11. Inability to learn from mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, but the ability to learn from them is a key aspect of intelligence. Intelligent individuals are often reflective, able to analyze their errors and adjust their behavior accordingly. Those with lower cognitive abilities may repeat the same mistakes, failing to recognize patterns or learn from their experiences. Number 12. Difficulty understanding different perspectives. The ability to see the world through the eyes of others is crucial for empathy, compassion, and effective communication. Individuals with higher intelligence are often able to consider different viewpoints, understand cultural differences, and appreciate diverse perspectives. Those with lower cognitive abilities may struggle with this, clinging to their own beliefs and judging others based on their own limited worldview. How'd you like the video? Make sure.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. Who did this video again? Yeah, the Hearty Soul, Hearty. Yeah. So, Max, you're talking about you're not stupid and unintelligent are not the same thing. Stupid is just like you. It's like it's a planned ignorance, right? It's one of those things that you're was it ignorance is bliss kind of thing. But I mean, when you move somewhere though, you're adapting to the new place, right? You're adapting to a new apartment or a new house or wherever it is. It's a new town, maybe it's a new job. You're adapting to new people, new neighbors, that sort of thing. Moose, you are very intelligent, but you're in the UK, so you kind of have that kind of you sound intelligent. So unless you have a Cockney accent, then you're like, all right, Kevin, all right, you got a pence for me. I don't know. My grandfather was English. He was from the UK. But that's the thing, though. Think about the people that you talk to that like when you speak to them about like not even about politics, just about like world events, right? Why the high cost of living and some of the dumb shit that they say. That's these damn foreigners are coming in here jacking up all that. It's always the foreigners' fault, or it's the terrorists, or it's somebody else's fault. But then again, then they vote for these same people over and over and over again to create the same hardships that they're complaining about, which is kind of dumb. Kiwi Corner says, social Darwinism is pure crap. Look at these world leaders in the United States and Israel, no care for human life. Exactly. Oh, no Cockney good. You'll proper UK. Well, UK, you could be Irish, you could be Scottish. Where are you from, Anonymous? Give us your name. Let's dox you right here. We got 8 people watching. I think the sex video turned them off. That's fine. They were unintelligent. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He probably had to go to bed. It's too fucking late for this bullshit. But that's the thing, right? Like, I grew up in the South, but I knew a lot of smart people, like book smart. But not a lot of them were street smart because they hadn't really been anywhere. They hadn't really seen anything. And then I left the South. I moved to L.A., and then I moved to New York, and now I'm here in Chicago. And in my travels, I've met a plethora of different kinds of people, different viewpoints, and I've learned a lot more about the human condition than I probably would have in my little small town where I wasn't exposed to hardly anyone. Yeah, I mean, sure, I could probably learn about a lot of this stuff on the internet or whatever, but you really don't learn about people until you actually meet them, right? And talk to them, see where they've come from. Yorkshire, you're from Yorkshire. Oh, well, that's jolly brilliant. It's not bollocks at all. Sorry, I like to speak English accents sometimes. And I'm not trying to sound like elitist or nothing, but it's just like, if you know, you know. You go out and you meet people and you learn for yourself. You don't read from books. You're not looking on the internet. You're actually out there doing the shit and you're learning it yourself. So, you could have not a lot of knowledge about things and still be an intelligent person if you're willing to learn. That's the thing. If you're willing to deal with situations like it may be a bad situation, and you try to change the situation to make it good, whether it's for yourself or it's for somebody else. You're trying to make changes. You're using your brain. You're trying to think about this. You're not just just giving up and saying, oh, well, this is what it is. And even if you do that, maybe give up temporarily, in your mind, you're still trying to think of ways to try to remedy the situation. Dingo, what's up, Dingo? A lot of people are smart in certain ways, but can't do any of those things. When you challenge them on a political, religious, or sexuality, they base their identity on critical thinking shuts down. Exactly. That's the key, is no critical thinking skills. Nobody has not a lot of people do have those critical thinking skills because these critical thinking skills are shunned. Whenever you have like an original thought or something and you're in a group of very like-minded people, particularly like in small towns and stuff like that, you have a lot of people who tend to think the same way. And if you tend to think differently than them, then you're kind of the weirdo or you're an outsider, that sort of thing. And you don't want that social tarnish. So sometimes you pretend to be dumb in order to fit in. And, that's kind of sad. We need more originality in this world. We need more people who get it, right? Who have seen things, have been places, have talked to different kinds of people, have had different experiences, and share that knowledge with people. That's where a heroic dose of shrooms help. Yeah. I'll tell you though, I used to be a pretty shy person until I started smoking weed, and that kind of finished that off. Common sense seems to have gone down. Yes, common sense, exactly. Now common sense has become a common cult behavior, right? Like the Trump thing, saying that the Haitians were eating cats and stuff. Like, come on. The guy's running for president. The guy was president. And he's talking dumb shit like that. Now, he's not dumb. He's saying that shit in order to stoke anger and aggravation in people who are dumb. And I'm sorry, if you believe that shit, you are dumb, because you're not thinking about it. And it just leads to a whole bunch of trouble. And and that's why we can't have nice things, Like, I want to have a conversation with people who are just so set in their ways, right? which used to be kind of a cute thing, you know, when an old person is set in their ways. But, you know, now these old people are in control of shit. They're either in control of shit or they're voting for people who are in control of shit. And this set in your way shit is not going to fly when we got things that need to be changed for real. And we could learn from people around the world. We could learn from people who, you know, like these countries that have a lot of these social programs, right? We could have, you know, like a Medicare for all type situation here where people aren't struggling to pay for even a fucking ambulance ride somewhere. You know, you hear the horror stories. People are taking like Ubers and shit to the hospital because they you know, they can't afford the fucking thing, the ambulance. And then the emergency room, that's a whole other level of economic hardship that you're going to have to deal with. The good news is you might be kind of cured of what was wrong with you. The bad news is your bank account is drained because you're paying all this money for health care, right? For housing, for food, for water. All of this stuff is just through the roof. And it's all because of uncontrolled greed by these corporations who are jacking these prices up because they know they can. Is there collusion? I don't know if there's like organized collusion, but I think these companies are looking at each other and saying, you know what? Let's jack these prices up. We can do it. And what happens? You get the you get all these high prices. They get all this profit, and they do these stock buybacks. You know the drill. Midnight Karma. Hello there. It's good to see you. Yeah, real critical thinkers are brainwashed now. Right. Well, it's social pressure too. I mean, think about what happened during the pandemic, right? Your porn debt, Rick. Everybody knows about your porn debt. You're never, yeah, you'll never get into the black on that one. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like you think that's the thing. You say like you ever think about somebody and you go, man, that person. What happened to that person? They used to be really smart. And now they're just doing all this dumb shit. And it's like, yeah, it's dumb shit because everybody else in their little social circles doing it, right? And they don't want to, you know, they don't want to piss in the Kool-Aid. They don't want to be the outsider. They don't want to get kicked out of that comfort zone. Exactly, Dingo. Fear also shuts down critical thinking. Fear of being ostracized from your community or your little social group, or fear of getting killed. To be, you know, all this violence that's going on in the world right now. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating for people who get it, right? Who understand that how shit is rigged, who understand how things are working. I mean, a lot of these people like us who think about this now were considered tinfoil hat wearers back in the day. Not so much anymore, right? When you're calling vaccines a treatment, no, that's not what that shit does. The vaccine is supposed to stop the shit from happening. That's why you take it, to stop it. You don't take it to treat it. You take treatments to treat it. They do. They live in their little boxes. But that's where they've been put, right? Think about it. A lot of us say, why aren't all of us out in the streets shutting this shit down? Well, you have people who are in unions, who the union heads are corrupt. They're not going to shut shit down because, they're bought and paid for. And so what are you going to do? You vote for a new union head? That union head's going to get bought off too. I'm not saying unions are bad in general. I mean, they do get things for themselves. But what about collectively around the country? We need like a full-on general strike for this shit to really happen. But you can't do it because employers have tied their health care to the job. So if you lose your job or you walk off the job, like with Boeing, I think with the Boeing strikers, when they struck, Boeing took away their health care. And people are there's like Dingo said, fear. They're afraid of losing their health care. They're afraid of losing their paycheck. Because they may have a family. They're tied down because of a family. Or they're tied down with like some sort of mortgage or car note or something that they have to keep working that grind ass shit job in order to just stay afloat. And they're afraid of doing anything that's going to jeopardize that. The rest of us who get it, who understand it, some of us were willing to do that, but there's not enough of us. That's why we have to talk to people. Like I said, third parties and stuff are all well and good, but the system is shit. You could have like the best person in the world as president. You're still going to have the evil Democrats and Republicans in the House and Senate who are going to not only shoot down everything that you want to do, they're going to pass laws that these shitty evil laws that they want to do, and then when you veto it, they're going to override it with a two-thirds vote because they're all in cahoots, right? If you want to stop funding Israel, that ain't going to happen. You want to cut the military budget, that ain't going to happen. They're not going to let you do it because they have their marching orders from upon high, from various interests, financial interests that control these people, right? Your Adelsons, right? Your who is it? Like the trillionaire people. I can't remember their names right now. But these people that they want things a certain way, and they'll buy these politicians. But we can't give up though. We have to be consistent with messages. And here's the key, right? Communication is key in order to get people to come to their senses. And unfortunately, you have to be patient with them. If you start yelling at them, calling them stupid, you're just slamming the door on them. It's not going to happen. But if you actually love this person, like they're a family member or a friend or a loved one, you just have to be patient with them. But choose your words wisely. Try to get through to them, and show them proof. Even that sometimes isn't going to help, but you just got to keep doing it over and over and over again until you finally wear them down to the point where they're like, all right, fuck it. You're right. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. You were in a bubble. You were in a cult. You can't blame yourself for that, right? Like I said, I'm one of these people. I was a big Bill Clinton fan back in the 90s when he got elected. I thought he was going to do good things. I didn't know shit about politics. I was just going along to get along. I was doing it mostly to spite Republicans. I knew Republicans were doing shitty things. I thought Democrats were doing good things, but they were all part of the game too. Yeah, exactly, Rick. You got Elon jumping for joy at the Trump rally. And the system can't be reformed. That's another thing. Listening to like Elon Musk and all these people who have money and got their money through nefarious ways, and you're gonna sit there and listen to them for advice? No, fuck these people. What's up, Choosy? Hey, is it too late for me to write a book? You can probably get a manifesto in, I guess. I don't know about a full-on book. Maybe a pamphlet. But knock yourself out, Choosy. It's fine. We're about to wrap this up anyway. But I just wanted to say that I'm trying to be. I used to yell at people on the internet and like, why are you stupid? Why are you stupid? And it didn't work. I just get ignored. I mean, I still get ignored, but at least it's nicely. But now when I get in these conversations, sometimes I rarely get into conversations with people, especially on the tweeters. I don't really talk to them very much. And sometimes when I do, if it's somebody who sounds like they might have some common sense, but you know, they're just not quite sure. Yeah, those people you might be able to reach. But some of these people that are just like, yeah, kill more babies in Israel, and you ain't getting through to those people. CBC voter, what's up? Bye. Are you leaving? Yeah, I guess. Oh, I said I'm leaving. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we should wrap this up. I don't get any more treats for you, but this was just a little sampler, kind of get the feet wet again. Trying to do this show, and you know, we'll have some guests on and stuff too. So I won't be alone all the time. Thank you, CBC voters. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, and I hope everybody here is doing well. I want to thank everybody for hanging out on the YouTubes, on Rumble, on Rockfin. If you can, you know, if you can like, share, and subscribe, do all that stuff. If you can donate to the show, there's donation links below. If you can't, if you can share out the links, I appreciate it. Trying to do more of this kind of stuff, along with the other shows that I do with with Morning Extra and ExtraBulla Live, talking to interesting people in the space, talking about real things, that sort of thing. But yeah, so enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will be hawking up this nice phlegm ball that's caught in my throat. But I'll be back Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern on the YouTube Rockfins and Rumbles with Morning Extra, with a plethora of news stories that I'm sure will depress us all to no end. But it's news that we need to know. And I leave links to the stories in there, so if you want to share it with friends that are kind of outside of the bubble, not the bubble, but outside of the friendly confines of this space, let them know. You know, tell them you love them, and then give them some good some good stuff to some truth, and hopefully it'll help sway them. Dee, it was good to see you as well, dear, and make sure you're checking out Dee's show and Willie's show too. On the YouTubes, they do good work as well. So we're all one big fam around here. Love and appreciate you. Have a good rest of your weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Peace.
There can be only one.
Yeah!
Fuck you, everybody. Good night!